welcome to Sew In. My name is Zach Kohler, and today we've got a very special treat for you. We have an interview with the general manager of the 1894 Lodge in New Washington, Indiana, Logan Hostetler.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Logan,
how are you?
Pleasure to be here.
Yes,
pleasure
thank
to
you for
interview you. And we're celebrating 10 years.
Yes,
so
10 years.
congratulations.
Yes, it is. Yep.
It's been a long journey.
It has been. It's been a weird journey from day one to where we are now. It's been incredible. Just the transformation, and I can't wait to dig into and tell you how that transformation has happened with all the people that we have, and then working closely with you guys to promote it.
Awesome. Well, I guess we'll get on into it.
Yeah,
then.
go ahead.
So,
Yeah, I'm an open book.
Let's see. So first thing, go into, you got to tell me about this building.
Yeah.
I mean,
so there was when the building was first, or the restaurant, when it was first kind of being talked about, what was going to be the name? You know, how are we going to, bring the roots back from New Wash and name a restaurant to kind of personify what we are. And somebody came up, was like, why don't you just name it 1894? And because that's the year the building was built. And then it was built for a Masonic lodge.
okay.
So you kind of break it down and you get 1894 Lodge.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it came from. It's been a Masonic lodge, a schoolhouse, and then a movie theater. And the projectors are original to the building downstairs.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. Yeah. As far as my understanding, it is one of the oldest, if not the oldest building in town. It was my father, Kevin Wiggum, who's another entrepreneur, has a bunch of businesses in town. His family's in town. And then Kevin Nolan. They all got together and bought the building. And they wanted to restore it because it was falling down. It was still such a centerpiece of town. They just couldn't let it get just torn down. I mean, it was deteriorating. Kevin and Dad purchased it and started putting money into it. And then as you get into any type of project, it's like, all right, how can you figure out a way to generate some type of income?
Yeah.
Well, the genius idea was, let's just start a restaurant. No previous experience from anybody, myself included, in that.
Like, what do you consider is like your mission whenever it comes to the food? Like, what are you trying to portray?
So our food has changed so much in the 10 years that we've been here. So when we first started, I was selling hamburgers and chips out of those like little plastic baskets and whatnot. It was like, hey, get a grilled chicken sandwich, hamburger, we'll do a quesadilla here or there, whatever. And then it was like, all right, well, we can't really sustain that model just because of the upkeep of the building. And then me being me, like, I wanted to bring in something that you can't get anywhere. I wanted our locals and I wanted people that in the surrounding area to experience stuff that I was able to experience, traveling or whatnot. So I started hiring better. Started hiring people that were smarter than me, that knew about this business better than I did.
Yeah.
We got to bring in better people, and we got to train them, and we've got to be really good at what we do.
You probably get this all the time. What is your favorite dish that you offer on the menu?
Oh, man. My favorite thing probably is our egg roll.
No kidding.
I love egg rolls.
Yeah. So the egg roll of the week, was that your idea?
It is. And then I try to get my staff input on it. And whenever we create something on like Monday or Tuesday, it's never the same Friday or Saturday. But the fried chicken is a really cool dish for me. It's named after my daughter. When I grew up in Franklin, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And there was this restaurant that we would go to, and they would do something very similar, but they did it with like a white cheddar mac and cheese, fried chicken, very Southern barbecue sauce, etc.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like copycat them, but so I came up with my own type thing, and my daughter loves it.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite. And then our bone-in pork chop probably personifies what we are, I guess, because it's a 2 or 3 day process, and it's got Southern style flair, etc. Then it's got that homegrown, country feel from up here. So those two dishes are really good in my mind.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like, what would you call the style of food that you prepare here?
Oh man, it's comfort food for sure. elevated. I mean, we got meatloaf on the menu.
All right.
So we put it on the menu, and I was like, man, I don't know if it'll sell. We're selling 50 pounds of meatloaf a week. So meatloaf is good.
Yeah.
Meatloaf is good here. If you want the meatloaf, you got to get the meatloaf. It's a truly scratch kitchen. We make everything here.
Yeah.
And we can do stuff on the fly, and I got to give my staff a lot of credit. The front of the house,
That's awesome.
and my servers, my hostess, my bartenders, my kitchen staff, they do a tremendous job.
For folks that haven't met you before, you know, you said that you came into this not much experience in the food industry. So what was your background, and how did you get pulled into this? Was it just the family?
It's weird. I always loved to cook growing up. My first job was in a restaurant, 13, 14 years old, washing dishes, did all that through high school. But I actually played baseball, and then I went on to coach baseball. And then when I finished my degree, I had to kind of make a decision. So I was coaching a little team in California, and I just gotten back from California, and Dad and them had purchased this place. So kind of made, conversations of, all right, do we want to do this? Do we not want to do this? And I was like, all right, I think I can come up here and make a good living and grow this how I want it to grow. Like I can do this.
Yeah.
With zero restaurant background at all. So I came in and it was chaos. But the really cool thing about this little area, there's a lot of great restaurateurs and great operators that I leaned on, and I would go to their places, and I was very open. Hey, I'm getting ready to take over a restaurant, and I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Can I ask you some questions? Everybody was open.
That's awesome.
Everybody was open. Now to this day, there's some of my really, really good friends. The relationships that I've built with them are second to none.
Yeah.
And they have a huge part into what the lodge is.
So what drew you to Southern Indiana?
So all of my family is in this area.
Okay.
My mom's one of 8. My dad's one of 2, but the Seward family is huge. Grandpa lives right down the road. All my family lives in this area.
Yeah.
And they've been a huge part of our success. We've got a huge support system here for our girls, and so it allows me to grow this in ways that I never thought possible.
Oh, yeah. So, like, what are some of your favorite things about SoIn?
Yeah, I tell you, man, the growth and the opportunity is what really brought me here. And then over the last, 6 or 7 years, it's exploded even more. And so when I moved up here, I was like, man, 65 is there. All right, this is literally 25 minutes from 65. If you go to Scottsburg, Sellersburg, boom. All right, yeah, we can do some really cool stuff here because growth is only going to follow 65.
Yeah.
Because it starts in Florida and goes to Chicago.
Yep.
All right, so how can we figure this out? You just got to adapt and keep growing and not get frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very hard.
Definitely.
Frustrated every day.
It's a difficult industry.
Yeah. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Oh, yeah.
To this day, too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, but that's kind of why.
Looking back over the past decade.
Holy smokes.
It sounds so much longer whenever you use the word decade.
Like when I said this is the first time I reflect. Like, it's crazy that you're bringing that up, like decade.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that time, though, what are a couple major lessons that you've learned, especially coming into the food industry with no experience?
Yeah. Don't take anything for granted. Treat people how you would want to be treated, and work it as hard as you possibly can.
Yeah. So these are a couple quick ones.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire.
One word to describe your first year here.
Chaotic. Yeah.
What's one word for now this 10th year?
Gratifying.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one I was really excited about to bring up.
I can't wait.
So me, I'm a professional wrestling guy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So,
okay. All right.
As soon as I saw the show Wrestlers coming out on Netflix,
yeah.
and then seeing what OVW, Ohio
Yeah.
Valley
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling,
Oh,
went
yeah.
out to 1894 Lodge to film
It's
a
wild,
little
bro.
promo
Like,
or a skit or something for
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
their
a couple
shows.
skits. Yeah.
So, like, what was that like? Like, how was that experience? How did that come about?
There was a business guy that came in, was trying to decide if he wanted to open up a restaurant or whatnot. Actually tried to poach me to open up his place. And I was like, well, you can't afford me. And so we started. Now we're really good friends. But he opened up Harbor and Hops.
Okay.
Greg did.
Yeah.
Greg Brown, him and Laura. They opened up Harbor and Hops
Yeah.
right there. Great friends of mine. Great place. Great food. Great beers. They got a bunch on tap. But a lot of people don't know Greg. Greg is more of a chameleon than anybody I've ever met. He was a photographer for wrestling way back in the day.
Okay.
And so him and Al Snow and Doug Basham
Yeah.
are really, really good friends.
Okay.
So Al Snow, when he was trying to make up skits or whatever, was coming up to dinner, he was like, Greg, you think Logan would be cool with us coming up there to film some stuff?
Yeah.
Hey, Greg's like, I don't know. All we can do is ask. So as soon as they called, I was like, heck yes, get up here.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. When they were filming one of the skits for wrestlers, all the Netflix crew was here, and I was like,
that's
holy
awesome.
moly, this is wild, dude. I looked at Greg, I was like, is this for real? He's like, oh yeah, this is for real. But yeah, no, Greg's a good dude. But Mr. Al and them, they were fantastic.
Yeah.
And they still come up and eat dinner. And
I love it.
So,
Of course, being a wrestling fan, I
Yeah.
see 1894 Lodge while
Yeah, it's
watching
like,
this
whoa!
show.
Yeah.
Wrestling term.
Yeah.
I marked out immediately.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just like, yes, good for them. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was so cool, and I watched it. I was like, "Whoa!" Because I grew up watching wrestling. I love wrestling. It was kind of one of those full circle moments,
Yeah.
I guess you could say, and it was really cool to see that on Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
Whoa! And I think our Instagram like blew up overnight after that.
If you had a walkout theme as you're walking into your kitchen, what do you think it'd be?
All right, so it's a great question.
You've thought about this before.
I have. So if I want to kick through it, so my favorite walkout song was Black Betty when I was playing ball. That was like walking up to the plate. Black Betty was my favorite song.
Yeah.
Like that got me juiced up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the energy.
Yeah, I know. That got me juiced up. I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah.
You know, in your journey here with 1894 Lodge, like, are there some specific people that kind of stand out that you would, love to give those flowers to, like,
Man.
such a contributing factor?
The staff that I've kind of built around me that's been here a little bit,
Yeah.
like they see my stresses sometimes and they pick up on it and they're
Yeah.
like, all right, what can you do? And I'm like, well, this is where we are. This is where we need to be. So a lot of the staff that's coming in, my dad for sure, my wife, my mom, and then Kevin as well. Like I said, I keep going back. I'm reflecting now. This is really cool that we're doing this because I haven't reflected, and now I get to reflect looking back.
I love that.
And there's not enough time to give everybody their recognition, I guess you could say.
Going forward, I mean, what's the future look like for the lodge?
If you talk to the other guys, like Kevin and my dad, they've got to taper me a lot because I want to do some stuff that's outrageous. Well, it's like, well, it takes money. It's like, all right, whatever, let's go get it, But I think with the grounds that we have here, I think we can do something really cool and learn from all the game yards that are kind of going in.
Yeah.
I'm learning from them. So I think I've got the clientele. I've got the property. It's just a matter of putting those pieces together in this little square.
Yeah.
We've got what we need right here. And these 10 years have built that foundation for this next step that we're hopefully going to take.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Logan, I really appreciate your time.
Yes, of
I
course.
love hashing out this history of the lodge itself. I mean, there's so much here. If you were speaking to people who have never been to the lodge, what would you like to say to them just to kind of encourage them to, hey, come give you a shot?
you won't regret being here. And if you do, let us fix it. Like That's the only thing that I say to everybody.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
everybody needs to come try the lodge.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's awesome. I look forward to the future of the lodge.
Yeah, me
and,
too.
hey, maybe in another 10 years I'll be back
Hey,
here. We'll be discussing
That's right.
those 10 years.
No, you'll be talking to my daughters in the next 10 years. And Grandpa will be there too because he wants to live to 100.
Oh.
He's 92, so it'll be 102. So.
Oh yeah.
So-
well, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
it, and I'm gonna buy the first beer. For
Yes,
his
I
102nd
love that.
birthday.
Cheers,
How about
brother.
that?
Yeah,
Cheers. Logan, I really appreciate everything.
Me too, man. This has been awesome, and I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys coming out.
Logan, I appreciate it,
Yes,
buddy.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.